Jamaica's Shericka Jackson and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce may actually lose this race. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, are you ready? Yep, good to go. Well, some of you may be aware that Jamaica's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Shericka Jackson have both been included in the nomination by World Athletics for Female Athlete of the Year. The nominations also include the likes of Toby Amusan of Nigeria, Chase Igley of the United States, of course Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce of Jamaica, Kimberly Garcia, Shericka Jackson, Kip Yengo, Yaroslava, Sydney McLaughlin, Shauna Miller-Weibo, Yulimar Rojas. Now, this is a formidable lineup of female athletes of the year, and under normal circumstances I would say that more likely Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce would be the clear winner, but in this instance we here at Peter Lloyd World, unfortunately, although we're Yardis, believe that this is going to be an uphill climb for both our Jamaican queens, both Shericka Jackson and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and the reasons are quite simple. Two massive world records. I mean, when I say massive world records. First, it's the young lady from Nigeria, that is the remarkable Toby Amusan, and her unimaginable 12.12 women's 100-meter hurdles record, which she set in the semifinals of the women's 100-meter hurdles at this year's World Championships. Then she went on to win in an even lower time, although it was not wind legal. I think it was 12.06, another phenomenal time. So I think she is going to be a front runner. That's Toby Amusan. Amusan's record lowered the original record set by the American by such a massive margin. I think it's going to be a front runner. But I think the clear favorite has to be this young lady from North America, that's Sydney McLaughlin, who ran that astounding, we did a feature on this earlier this week, 50.68 women's 400-meter hurdles world record, shattering her own world record. She had broken the record initially by an astounding 0.73 seconds. I mean, this is just, I don't know. I mean, this is, one would almost think that she's not human. This is a phenomenal time for a human being to run. Male or female, 50.68 world record women's 400-meter hurdles. So I am of the opinion, to be very frank with you, that both of these young ladies, that is Amusan of Nigeria and McLaughlin of the United States, are the front runners. It's not impossible for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, more so than even Shericka Jackson, to squeeze in, but it's going to be a hard one. Those two world records, and both of those ladies went on, of course, to win their respective discipline, meaning McLaughlin won, of course, the women's 400-meter hurdles. In fact, she set the records in the finals at the World Championships, so she's now the world champion and record holder. And Toby Amusan, as I said earlier, broke the world record in the semifinals and won the championship in the final. So I think these are the clear favorites. Now, of course, you all know that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce ran a phenomenal, I think it's she ran so many sub 10.7 this year. It's just phenomenal, and only lost one race, and that was to Shericka Jackson. She is a world champion and did so for the 5th time over the women's 100 meters in Eugene, Oregon, and of course, as you probably know, won the silver medal in the same world championships in Eugene. So she is, I think, the third person there who could squeeze in a win. Of course, then there's the remarkable Shericka Jackson, who we call the Superwoman, who ran that astounding 21.45, the second fastest 200 meter all time. However, my issue is that she didn't dominate as much. She did so in the second half of the year. This, of course, was a major championship, and she did go on to win the Diamond League, but she didn't shatter a world record. And I mean, you all know we love, we love Shericka Jackson, but I just don't think she's a front runner in this instance. I really believe it's really between Amusan of Nigeria, and I think I'm more leaning toward the young lady from the US, Sydney McLaughlin, with that phenomenal 50.68, and of course, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. I mean, of course, this of course is my 2 cents. As I stated, those 2 world records, people, are just phenomenal world records, especially that 50. Now, listen, the 12.12 is just mind-bending. I believe the previous record had been 12.20 or 12.22. I think it was 12.20, held by the American, I can't remember her name, right? It'll come back to me. Kendra Harrison. So that's a phenomenal world record that came out of nowhere, just masterfully executed, and she was just in a zone of her own. That's of course Toby Amusan of Nigeria. But that 50.68, I mean, those of you who really understand track and field will realize that that is just an astounding accomplishment. It's just astounding. And remember, she had broken the world record that she had set at least, I think, twice before. She had been completely and utterly dominant throughout. I don't think she lost a race. So I think I'm leaning more towards her. However, as I stated earlier, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce also has a massive chance of winning world champion over the 100 meters, 5 times world champion, which is remarkable, lost only 1 race, and ran basically just in the finals, with 1 exception, which is a race that she lost. She ran all sub 10.7s, not to mention the fact that from the beginning of the year almost to the end of the year, well, certainly when she started her season, when she opened at the Cape Kenya Classic in Nairobi, Kenya, yes, in Nairobi, Kenya, she basically held the world leading time throughout the entire 2022 season. So I think she's also in the mix. So I think personally it's between these 3 young ladies. I believe Shericka Jackson's chances are a little less because really the only one of, I mean, and this is a massive thing that she ran at 21.45. That cannot be underestimated. But in terms of the totality of her accomplishments for the 2022 season, I think it's really between these 3 young ladies. It's between Jamaica's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Sydney McLaughlin, who I'm leaning towards the person who will probably end up winning, and Toby Amusan. Of course, this is just my 2 cents. I could be completely incorrect. I would absolutely love to know your thoughts. Do you agree with my assessment, or better stated, our assessment here at Peter Lloyd World? Now don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up!